fam, I hope everyone's doing all good. It's a new week, so yeah, we'll get into a collective reading. The energies that I was already feeling for myself today, I guess was actually out, I guess kind of in nature this morning, and I was observing a duck. And through observing and listening and connecting, I was feeling like these energies didn't just relate to myself, but they related to the collective. So yeah, to me, the duck symbolizes going with the flow, and I also am hearing releasing restrictions. So maybe this week it's a good time for us to, I'm hearing some of us know what those restrictions are and some of us don't know what those restrictions are. And so identifying those restrictions or things that block us from flowing in the direction that we want or achieving our desires, or even just being at peace with ourselves in general. Yeah, I feel like Spirit is saying it's important for us to work on releasing things that hold us back, and this week, and in doing so we can do that by going with the flow a little bit more. As I was watching the ripples of the water and the current and the way that the duck was just flowing, kind of moving back and forth, or paddling back and forth on the water, kind of riding the gentle wave, and then going back again. And that was kind of a symbol to me of, yeah, allowing ourselves to flow with the current and move at our own pace and not feel too obligated to do anything or be anything at any given time. So maybe some of us have been feeling restricted within our obligations. So this could be to do with work, this could be to do with whānau, family, whatever commitments we have. So yeah, I feel like Source is reminding us to sit with those things and look at how they're actually restricting us, especially within our mental health. What else does the duck symbolize to me? I think there's actually a card in this deck that I will find that actually is a duck, and Spirit is referring me to, so I will read that. Where are you? Oh, it's a goose, but it says take time to rest and recuperate rather than continuing your striving. Yeah, so this is pretty much the energy that was coming through for me. So moving at a pace that is easeful, that is, for lack of better words, not giving a fuck and just flowing with our emotions as well, because to me, when I was watching the duck on the surface of the water, then the sea or water represents to me the emotional body, or also the intuition. And I think it's important for us this week to flow with our emotions and the gentle currents of them, and not to resist them, because we actually don't know where they're going to take us. And I feel like I've said this before, but connecting to our emotions this week and listening to our intuition, because those two things go hand in hand, is really important in terms of leading us in the direction that we want. Okay, we'll actually pull a card now. Now, Capone, what guidance do you have for us, the collective, this week? Now, Capone, what guidance do you have for us, the collective, this week? Now, Capone, guidance What guidance do you have for us, the collective, this week? I also just heard like, yeah, resistance is settled. So there's the potential for us to have those things that have been restricting us, or the resistance that can even potentially come up within us, because that's usually a lot of the time in our processes, in our journey, how it comes up within our own emotions or our fears or anxieties or whatever it is. And I feel like sources saying that they're really wanting to help us, especially in partnership with our ancestors. So if there's anything this week that you feel like, again, is restricting you, or you feel like a resistance is coming up within you, especially when it comes to aligning with your truth or aligning with something that you've actually called in for yourself or wanted or desired, to really sit with that resistance, because source is supporting us essentially. So we have 4 of water and 9 of water. So 9 of water really represents a wish fulfillment or a divine alignment, or something that has kind of is meant for us. I'm also hearing like secrets revealed. I don't think it's like anything overly juicy, but I feel like it's just there could be some things that come to light within our emotional bodies this week. That's actually in alignment, may even be in alignment with the moon cycles as well. So take that however it resonates, and maybe it's important for us this week to keep an eye on the moon cycles, or even the maramataka if you're into that. I think that will actually be really helpful for some of our processing, because 4 of water speaks on contemplation, and 4, it's solid, it doesn't move. But with water, that's not really, in my opinion, the best combo. This can represent kind of stagnant energy, but with this card, it kind of talks about getting caught up in the emotion and staying there. Like this tadpole, I think, is in the storyline of the description of the book. It's actually meant to swim up from the bottom of the sea, but it's kind of staying there and is restricted within the emotion. And I feel like source always reminds me, and I feel like reminds others that, or reminds us that contemplation is a positive thing, and it's important for us to contemplate on our emotions, but don't get stuck in them, because there's actually a really beautiful alignment that we're looking directly at. Something that I do with tarot is to actually look at the position that the cards have fallen out of. So this tadpole, I think it is looking at this divine alignment that has been orchestrated by the universe, by source, and with help from the gods and the moon and the planets, essentially. This is a harvest that is being pulled up from the sea. So again, through the emotion, through the intuition, through the psychic awareness, through even subconscious wounds as well, there's a lot of healing and wealth to be found within the waters that we can tap into this week. And it does come through the contemplation, but we have to move out of that contemplation in order to get to this desired goal, or this could even just be like an emotional state where we feel happy or where we feel fulfilled or satisfied, or like we're in a position of I even want to say healing, or where we feel like satisfied within our emotional state. And maybe there are some of us that have been really reflecting on how to move out of the certain constructs or certain stagnates within our emotions. And I feel like if we are having trouble doing that this week, Source is reminding us to think of the things that we desire. What are you dreaming of? What is your wish fulfillment? If you could have anything emotionally at this time, what would it be? And how can you move towards that satisfaction and fulfillment? Because again, Source and the planets want to help us. So there must be some particular alignments in astrology as well, or again, just with the moon that are happening this week that are supporting this. I don't know what they are, so if you're interested, just go do your own research. And we also have 2 of fire at the base of the deck. To me, this is, I guess, can be a decision that needs to be made, but this is a decision that needs to be made from the heart space. And it's important for us to know that in whatever decisions that we do make from the heart space, that we are protected and that they're actually going to take us into expansive territory. Yeah, so much protection for us in exploring our emotions this week. So yeah, Source is really encouraging us to do so and to flow with it, rather than like strive or even be aggressive with the way that in response to our emotions. Sometimes I feel like, I guess it's a normal human thing, it's easy when you feel something to dismiss it or react to what you're feeling, and I feel like Source is just telling us to mellow out a little bit, and again, going back to that dark energy, just go with the flow and allow the current to take you, because it's a gentle current, it looks like, in my opinion. And I think that this will really bring us into some balance within our passion, if we allow it, our passions and our creativity, and expansiveness within our creativity as well. Yeah, so these are the cards for this week. A lot of contemplating, and important for us to move out of that contemplation into our desired outcome, however we know that we need to do that. There's a lot of divine alignments happening for us, and Source and Spirit and the planets are supporting us in this, especially when it comes to our emotions, our intuition. Our intuition also might be super heightened this week, so trust. I feel like Source is saying it's important for us to trust ourselves this week, because we are connected, and that trust in those divine alignments and through the contemplation and reflection is going to bring us deeper and further into expansiveness within our beings, within our hearts, within our passions, and into a new state of protection. I do want to say this card also does refer to potentially leaving situations, people, circumstances, even old passions behind. So if you're being encouraged this week to release something that isn't serving you emotionally, I'm even hearing spiritually, if you are ignoring your intuition when it comes to letting something go, and I'm even hearing not even just letting something go, but even taking something along with you. So our intuition also may be telling us, to release or to partner up with something or someone or an energy in order to move forward and deeper into our heart space and what our heart actually wants to build in this life, essentially. So yeah, this is new expansive territory for us, but it does require a decision, and it may require us to release and let go of certain emotions or people. And I feel like this is protective. This, to release these things and walk into this expansive, and then into this new realm, essentially, is for our protection and to view things in that sense. So if there's, anything any of us are leaving behind that we're struggling to leave behind, but we intuitively know we should, Source is pretty much just encouraging us to and telling us that we're protected and it's aligned this week. Yeah, so I will leave that there. I hope everyone has a beautiful week, and I will talk to you soon.